Fnatic and NiP, and it's cash. What do you think?
I think Fnatic is going to win.
That's very original.
Yeah.
Why?
However, seeing it's a Swede versus Swede game, they know each other like inside and out. That could make it a bit more random, I guess. But I mean, Fnatic beat TSM 16-3 yesterday on cash when they lost the pistol round. And then they just, you watched the game. They just ran over them completely.
I was with you.
Sorry?
I was with you watching the game, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was just kind of ridiculous. It's just weird. It's like olofmeister, I'm gonna run and do weird stuff and kill everyone. Like they just did loads of stuff that kind of theoretically doesn't make any sense because they're so good. And I think it's pretty clear they're just having like fun, to be honest.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you're so good individually, regular CS theory do not apply to the game because usually you think it's usually you will get 1-for-1 trades, and if you do something like really well, you can get 2-for-1. But olofmeister, I'm gonna buy a Xizt and I get 3-for-1.
I'm gonna get 3 kills in the middle by myself. Analyze this. You can't because it makes no sense. But that's the best thing though. That's actually the sign when you know you have an awesome game or something that's particularly cool, because you want very strong team play elements, you want strong theory elements, but you want it also to be that the skill ceiling is very, very high. So that eventually, and with a very, very high skill ceiling comes the concept that if there is a player who's able to reach like some of what's possible at the very, very top, like top 10% of what is possible, then all of a sudden all the rules for everything they don't really apply anymore. So all and the players that recognize that and intuitively are able to do that kind of stuff, make those kinds of plays with those kinds of skills, those are your star players. That's what a star player is. A star player can make things look, I mean, if they're having a bad day, they look really stupid. But, like, for example, just watch Shox play at a grand finals. Like, the plays that he's making are crazy, but he makes them work, and it's so scary, and it just creates such an awesome spectating experience. And he becomes a legend by doing that stuff, so pretty awesome. And olofmeister's in the same territory as well. So we are going to be into this one, and Fnatic will start off on the CT. That is bad news for NiP. I think they needed to start CT, really.
And we have a kit on the CT side.
Oh yes, but it's kit and a nade.
And yeah, usually you want to go for the smoke, because the smoke is very powerful on the pistol round, especially combined with the defuse kit, because you can just smoke the bomb and just go for the defuse.
And that forces the T's to come out of their positions to try to kill you. So it's really nice. So we will get the standard A retake from Fnatic, and pronax does have a smoke, so he might be the one to throw the smoke. So we'll be curious to see how this works, because of course this is one of those plays where you expect, oh my god, olofmeister, you. That's amazing. Great movement there into a very lovely frag with the USP. And it's going to be a 4 versus 5, but flusha and Olof are quite weak at this point. Now pronax is going to go in now. He really does want to plant the... I think he used the smoke actually already on A main. He does get the snap on to get right. pronax had an amazing day of play just yesterday as well. Oh, but 4 fast frags from NiP, and all of a sudden JW is left all alone. We'll get a quick kill though, but again, it's just a situation where I wonder a little bit with the... because I feel like the smoke on the bomb in this situation is a must when you have the 5 players, they coming together, because otherwise, how do you force the T's out away from the door, away from the quad, away from A main, and into the open? That's the only way to force them into the open.
Exactly. You don't really need to get the defuse when the smoke is on the bomb, but
exactly.
If you smoke the bomb and defuse, you force the terrorists out from their positions. They cannot go for the crossfires as NiP did there. So, and we saw the HE from pronax did maybe 10 damage.
Yeah, the HE is kind of a weird one. However, yeah, we will get the scouts shenanigans in from NiP. Sorry, in from Fnatic. They have lost pronax already, so that's one of the scouts down by A main. Ooh, there's an aid from flusha, doesn't do anything. And JW is just scouting away still, seeing what he can find. And we have a flank coming in from olofmeister, so this could be interesting right now. If their attention is turned away from door, as it is, olofmeister is going to get a free one. Ooh, nasty dink though. And it will be allu who's just spamming away on the bomb side, but he's stuck there. He's got 3 HP. So this could still happen for Fnatic against NiP as they try to get themselves onto some better positions. But allu can't be allowed to make any frags here. He does finally go down. And it's going to be Xizt who's at the back of the site now with Forest, and they will lock it down. But good damage done by Fnatic. But with a force buy, do you think that... I guess that's acceptable. 4 kills is acceptable.
Yeah, it's acceptable. It's... However, if they would have gone for the not full force buy and just gone for P250s without Kajbjer and a few nades, they might have been able to still get 2 or 3 kills and then have a lot more money for the first weapon round.
Okay, so we're going to see NiP then with their rebuy. They know they're going to be against pretty much nothing, so that means allu has a Mac 10 and GetRight has an UMP. Now, what do you think about the UMP versus Mac 10?
I would actually go for the Mac 10 when you know they probably do not have Kajbjer.
Alright, well we do have the stack here, and NiP will just walk into the stack, but again it's a stack with just, you know, crappy pistols, so it doesn't really matter too much. Let's see if Fnatic can get some damage though. Ooh, 2 kills already, 3 kills in fact. Oh wait, hello, we got 4 kills, and allu's on 7 HP, so it seems like walking into a stack, even with loads of weapons, if you're doing it against Fnatic, even just the USPs are going to be strong enough to completely wipe out your entire team. Apparently, that's what's going to happen. Allu, he's got to clutch this. Like he just has to clutch this. He's going to pull out the AK now, but the bomb is down. Fnatic are playing it perfectly right now, going for the spot, and there's the spot, and they'll just bait out allu. There's a quick one-on-one, and there is the trade. I don't even know. They pick up 2 AKs. Björn, I don't know really how they even...
this was the thing we were talking about, like regular serious theory do not apply to Fnatic.
Yeah.
They had 4 USPs, I think, or even 5.
But that's it again, I guess you can get greedy, but if you just have the cost of $2,000, just get like Molotovs on everybody, on all 5 players, then you can just Molotov the crap out of that bomb site. You can just Molotov everything. There will be literally nowhere to stand, and you just kill all of them.
Yeah, the safe way to handle it as you can just smoke off this opening here, you go into checkers and you just Molotov the site from checkers, and yes, they cannot be on site if you Molotov the site.
Yeah, there's just nowhere to stand. So anyway, it's going to be the NiP are trying to force it up against them, and well, they didn't even get the bomb down in the previous round, so that does cripple their ability to have a lot here. And we can see that Fnatic are really winning these Angels, these open battles are going their way. So we have 3 players left for them now, and JW will make that 2 players left now as Xizt falls, and allu will also fall, and it's Friberg who's left alone. Or Friberg.
Friberg. You're saying it like Friberg. And you know what berg means in Swedish?
Oh.
It's Friberg.
Friberg.
Berg.
Friberg.
Oh my god. Please make it stop.
Why is this so difficult to pronounce? Like, Huiten.
No, don't.
Oh,
this is terrible.
Alright, well we have an eco coming in from NiP. They don't have much to work with. So, that means it should be easy money for Fnatic. They're going to be farming some cash. So what are you doing around like this, Björn? Do you just die?
Yeah, maybe just use 1 pop flash and hope you get 1 or 2 kills.
Not going to happen so far. It's a pretty easy cleanup. All of NiP going down there for no frags to their opposition, and we will have the buy from NiP.
And if you would have looked at this game from the beginning, NiP won the pistol and the force buy from Fnatic, and then the score is all of a sudden 3-2 in favor of Fnatic. It makes no sense.
Okay, well, what are we seeing here from NiP? Just a few players in A main. Bit of a spread across the map at the moment. Nobody in B storage though, so you would assume that they'd want to go for a relatively fast play into A with no presence at the start of the round on B. That's normally what you'd expect, but JW would already shut down Forest by the squeaky door, so that kind of sucks here. Friberg, however, is going to make his way into middle off the boost, pretty much alone. So what is he going to be able to do here for his team? Because Friberg needs to deliver something in middle. He's got GetRight to help him now as well. And there is the frag. The trade comes in. Olofmeister with an instant kill into Friberg, despite not having a headshot there. So that's pretty nice for Fnatic in this defense. Now NiP are down to 3 players. They still have 1 in middle. This is what we're talking about. This is actually kind of like how NiP were losing against Envious as well. They were repeatedly doing rounds like this.
They're just peeking out of A main, not using any nades. Wecksell saw, I think it was CLG, who had a very nice approach to this, where they threw the smokes over the roof, so you telegraphed the A round, and then they didn't panic. They didn't force themselves through the smokes. They just Molotov the sites, forced the sieges out of position, and just got the kills. And after that, you can even fall back to B. If you throw the smokes towards A, you do not have to commit with the bomb.
We will get a smoke here as well from Fnatic. And against NiP, that A main smoke is stronger than against some other teams like Envious. We'll see a quick frag happening there from JW as they try to get through that smoke, and JW is closing the door on them. Fnatic with a very good cleanup here, and that's going to be the round. They're only losing 1 player, very clean back-to-back rounds, and look at the money now. Yes, almost all on 16k. Yes.
I actually want to see how many players have survived for Fnatic the last 5 rounds, if that's possible. If you can just hold the cursor over the skulls, you can see here. 2, 4, 5, 4, 4. I mean, that's just...
That tells you everything, really. Yeah, we've got the AWP on olofmeister now, and he's going to take the kill onto GetRight. GetRight is usually a menace in B storage, but olofmeister is just forcing them back here. Allu now will try to see what he can get done, but olofmeister is still alive and kicking. Kicking like a mule with that AWP. Now, what are NiP going to pull off in this situation? Again, these early smokes actually are so strong against NiP because NiP do want to go for a lot of the picking. They don't play many executes. The smokes become a bit annoying to throw down earlier on as the CTs if you're against a team like Envious, who will kind of execute from behind the smoke. But you need to have the set plays for that. You need to know exactly what you're doing to make that actually work. And NiP don't favor a gameplay like that. So that means that smoking stuff off is really strong as the CTs on this map. Yeah. And they're still looking for a pick. They still can't get it. Flush is on the B-bomb site now. Forest will be the one to make a kill happen in middle, but they have so much control over what's going on with Fnatic, and they have the bomb as well. Forest has to do everything by himself. Looking for the frag there, and he will get it onto JW just about. 2 more players, though, peeking him, and this time Fnatic will lose 2 players, which is an improvement for NiP.
To me, it looks like NiP is just walking into angles.
Yeah, exactly.
And just taking aim duels. We never see the go up close, throw on flash, and just push all 4 together, just run towards the terrorists. Just very slow pace, just very kind of just going for the pick style here from NiP. And versus Fnatic, that's obviously not going to work.
Indeed. Indeed. So, we'll see how they approach this round. If there's going to be a change, they do it for a faster mid take. And it's going to work out because we actually had not too many. We didn't have the 1-3-1 here, so it's a good play for NiP in that sense. So we shall see now whether or not NiP can turn this round into something. So mid take into B split. Looks like that's what they want here because they do have a man in B storage already. So Fnatic, they're yet to lose a man. They have a few nades as well. They've got 3 incendiaries to work with into this round. So they could definitely still put a stop to this. But NiP are splitting in through the checkers area now. And we don't have anybody close here for Fnatic. Fnatic could be in a lot of trouble now.
Force has a Molotov.
So here we go, Friberg moving in. My headshot will take down KRIMZ, but he's going to burn down to Forest's Molotov, which kind of sucks, but we have Forest now in on the bomb site looking for those trades, laying down the covering fire for Xizt to get the bomb planted. Indeed, he will get it down. Xizt now snapping onto olofmeister. 3 versus 3, and the nade's still there for Fnatic. JW picks up the frag on Xizt at the back of the site as Forest holds a close angle. Flusha goes in. Oh, he does get some damage. He gets a dink, and JW will finish him off, and it's a 2 versus 1 now. Make that a 1 versus 1. Pronax with so much health against allu, and he will get the frag, and he has a kit, so this is going to be a defuse. That was a much better round from NiP.
Yeah, that was a good round. Just go for the mid take. Okay, we got mid. Let's go for the B split. We take checkers. We use the nade to take the site, and they just barely lost that round compared to the round where Fnatic had 4 or 5 players around.
Like every
alive.
other round,
yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Yeah. But also, like the only issue for that play is if Fnatic decide to play 3 early in mid, And we see some CT teams even doing an incendiary onto the boost straight away just to stop the fast mid-take timing. But in that round, like just like this one, they're not playing the 1-3-1, they're playing a 2-1-2. And that's when the mid-takes, the faster mid-takes are actually quite good. So we'll have to see if NiP will work into mid again, because it was successful. Feels like they should try to keep doing that. Because it worked. It worked. They could definitely have won that round. JW is so close into the A main area. He's able to take down Xizt. Oh, he's going to go for the smoke. Oh my god, he gets another kill. And olofmeister is going to just drop Friberg off the boost. And that is crippling here for NiP. And there's the nade, and that's the money nade. Right there, doesn't even need it. olofmeister, what a shot there onto the running get right. And Fnatic win the round convincingly. Audacious plays though. JW, what's going on there?
Yeah, that plays extremely risky.
Yeah.
He gets the first kill, and then he pushes, and obviously the guy he killed first can call it out, because he sees it in the death cam.
Yeah.
So he, okay, he knows I'm coming. I don't care, I'm just going to kill him.
My name is JW, and your name doesn't matter, because you're dead. Alright, so here we go. We got NiP with the fast mid-take again. They've got the pistols, and there is the deagle shot that will eliminate flusha early on here. Forest working that deag. He's getting a lot of value out of that one. And, well, Fnatic, olofmeister, this is crazy! Oh, nice! That is what we're talking about. Olof now makes it a 3-on-3. Okay, so I'm very surprised that he decided to push in middle after Forest basically just wrecked everyone, and the entire NiP team was there with pistols. Very risky. Ooh, that was disgusting. Oh my goodness, Forest, please. We've got 3-on-2 now in favor of NiP, but KRIMZ will even the situation here for his team. However, the bomb is moving into the A site, as Forest is going to make his way quickly to the car. He's looking for more devilish work here with the deagle, but it will be JW who makes the frag, gets the angle quickly, and has now a very strong angle towards Xizt. He'll pick up the kill and the round as well. Very, very lovely stuff from Forest though. But I believe olofmeister, sorry, I believe Fnatic will have a lot of money left, so it's okay for them.
And still, NiP won the pistol. They won the force buy from Fnatic, and Fnatic is up 9-2.
This is Counter-Strike. Okay, so we got the open allu now, and NiP. Again, I mean, the 2-1-2 setup has been run by Fnatic on a multitude of rounds. Now they're going 1-3-1. This is actually really smart by Fnatic. Of course, NiP should be thinking about middle much more. It was the best round they ever. It's the best round they had by far. Involved the middle take with guns, and that's the only time we've seen it. It's only been done once. So I like that Fnatic kind of adjusting here. They're actually going for the counter boost, I think. pronax looking over the top. Oh, there it is. And the hip shot there from allu. Straight into pronax. And we will get allu falling back a little bit now onto the boost, and flusha's close in position. They should know he's around here because of obviously someone had to have been boosting pronax. But olofmeister has the covering fire with the AWP. NiP looking for the mid take now. And once again, we can have Olof. Oh, goes down there. Great stuff here from NiP. They are finding these angles, catching Fnatic off guard. And KRIMZ is going to be left alive against 5 players. This is an intimidating position to say the least. I think Friberg actually may have spotted him there even through that smoke. But KRIMZ is likely to go down. He just wants to, he should just try to do a lot of damage here. If he can get 2 or 3 frags, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, they have a lot of money, so he can just go for the exits here.
Okay, he's just trying to be sneaky now, working his way back towards the ramp position. Xizt finds the kill there. That's actually very important to have for NiP to have a clean round, because if Fnatic just win and you know 3 players died or something for NiP, they get money screwed straight away. So good job by NiP. They could still turn this into a 9-6. It's just that we haven't seen the consistency of rounds here. That last round did also encourage middle takes. They've found so much success on middle takes.
And we actually see a 2-1 from Fnatic. So, not a 1-3-1, and they're actually just gonna fall back to the 2-1-2.
Okay, well, it's going to be Forest going down straight away, and that's going to cause issues again for NiP. allu is still on the AWP though, and with a very limited presence in middle from Fnatic. Again, it's middle absolutely up for grabs if NiP boosted a couple of players at once and timed the pop flash through A main, just not A main, sorry, but through the middle, the T middle area. Now GetRight's going to make his way there towards the boost, so let's see how much they commit towards middle, because it looks like they want to get the A split going. Do they want to send 2 players either way, or do they want to send just 1 over mid and 3 through A main and Squeaky? That looks like the play, as we have Friberg is actually the man who's going over in middle by himself, as the rest of his teammates now make themselves known in A main. And I think Fnatic knows what's going on. JW gets the first kill from the boost. There is the second one as well. Everybody's dead. And Friberg gets to the top of short, and he gets executed as well. So now NiP have to spend all their bank, and Fnatic with another round.
And that was a 4K from JW. NiP just have no answer to the aggressive play on A from JW. He can just push door, he can go aggressive A main, and he always gets 3 or 4 frags. I mean, that's just insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's on 21 kills at the moment. He is doing an incredible job, and we'll see the telegraphed execute, but just because it's telegraphed, it doesn't mean that it's bad. There's lots of stuff you can do from it. As Brett mentioned, you can just sit in A main, you can throw the fake in with it, you can split into B, you can just go for the A split play. There's so much you can do, and looks like they're going to go for the A split variation. Oh, we get the pick there from allu, spots the legs to JW, and that could be the start of something here for NiP. They do get the follow-up entry thanks to Friberg. But in comes KRIMZ on the card, takes down GetRight, but this is looking way better here for NiP. However, down to a 2-on-3 now as olofmeister comes into play. And the bomb is only just down. Oh my goodness, what a shot there from olofmeister, long range. And then NiP now down to a 2-on-2. However, allu with a good angle towards the car area, but olofmeister's creeping over the top, trying to see what he can get done. Now he's going to drop his way into the bomb site as allu now eliminates KRIMZ there. He's been spotted. Will we get a peek from allu? From which side? olofmeister's trying to predict this. He just wants them all to die. olofmeister just wants them all to be dead. And they're all dead. So he did his job. But good round there from NiP. That's, again, much better. This is the funny thing, is that every time we see NiP trying to go for like picking plays and they're not thinking about map control plays into trades as their way of getting frags and finishing on a bomb site. That's what's giving them rounds, and they get rewarded for that. But they still seem to too much of the time go towards their picking plays.
I wonder if it's some kind of ego issue that they just have to force the picking rounds, because as soon as you say, they can just do they have a good A execute. They did that round perfectly, and they won that round. So let's see if they go for the pick. It looks like they're gonna fall back to the picking style here once again. Yeah,
I mean, GetRight's incredibly good at the B storage play, but he did get traded on there, so that does actually work out in favor of NiP. Oh, nice position there. Oh, nicely done. What a reaction from him. That should never have happened. allu had the drop on him, but doesn't matter. Xizt will get the frag towards A main. It's going to be a 3-on-3 as we have JW on the AWP, and he should be in position. Yes, there it is. Takes down Forest by door, drops off the ladder, and Friberg will get the bomb down. But the key seconds bought here by JW with the AWP as flusha now comes in for the next frag. And you can take down KRIMZ, you can take down pronax, you can take down olofmeister, but you still have JW and flusha. Every single player packing a punch here for Fnatic. Good nade in there, but Friberg is going to deliver. Oh, great stuff there from Friberg. Still one more player left. He's got 3 HP here. Oh, unfortunately, Friberg cannot find the clutch in time. JW goes in close with the CZ, and he will manage to win the round. 11-4 there on that half for Fnatic. Very devastating. I felt like NiP showed a lot of good stuff, but just too much of the stuff that didn't work. They tried to emphasize that.
Yeah, they didn't start to do their executes until they were down 9-2,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and even when we did see the mid to B split play, which was very good, and they almost won the round, they immediately were like, oh, well, like, that didn't work, so we'll go back to picking play, which like works, it doesn't work at all. So it's definitely quite surprising. Anyway, 11-4 and 11-4. It's very nice and very strong for Fnatic. But what are NiP going to do here? They have the A retake play. They've got a couple of flashes and the kit. They've got 2 kits actually. I don't think there's necessarily a need for 2 kits, but we shall see NiP now with the pop flash for Forest, and he will spot a few players. B rushes have been in the meta recently from the T side, even against the A retakes. They have been in the meta, but we'll see the open angels coming in from here from both teams, and a trade 1-for-1 will happen. That's actually going to benefit Fnatic. Oh, look at this. olofmeister super close on the CT connector, and he is going to go in for the jewels. And he is he going to find anything? No, he's not quite going to find anything there. But GeT_RIGHT's on position by Car, gets the first shot there, getting tagged here. He's not got any armor, but he's playing a headshot position, so that's perfect. And GeT_RIGHT will secure a nice advantage, a very tidy advantage here for his team. But olofmeister's still left alive against 3 players here with that Glock in his hands. There's the first one. What a shot there, able to instantly dink f0rest and take him down. And this is very scary if you're NiP, you're in this position. olofmeister looking for the next shot. You can see they're peeking. Oh my goodness, so close. 1 bullet. That's all that will do it. And there it is. olofmeister picks up the kill, goes for the second one. Friberg will win them the round, but good God, is olofmeister scary.
Very well played from NiP, I have to say. Maybe a bit of an unnecessary peek there from the gang connector. He could have just gone to his teammates and played the 3v1 challenge. Yeah, but still a very nice pistol round there from NiP.
However, we do get the force of Fnatic, and we know what can happen on rounds like this. We saw it yesterday multiple times.
No Tech 9s.
Yeah, Deagles, CZs. But that's the thing, that's what Fnatic have been doing. They have been showing everybody that CZ is super viable, so this is even better than the Tech 9 in some spots. Okay, olofmeister again kicking things off with a nice frag onto GeT_RIGHT. Very well done indeed. And JW is going to run up to short with the P90. I don't even want to know what's going to happen here into this round now. Friberg goes in, gets boosted up in the vents. That's a beautiful play there from NiP. Really nicely done. And it's going to be a 4-on-4 now as JW finds himself in a close range position with the P90. He's going to spray down allu in the A site. And Xizt is kind of looking left, looking right. He knows there's players all over the place here for Fnatic. And he will take down KRIMZ. Now in comes olofmeister from the door, and the bomb is going to follow. So they could win this round. They're going to get the plant. It looks like pronax is going to be in there, tosses it over just to be safe. And olofmeister with another kill on the Deeg. And this is looking horrendous right now for NiP. So many awkward situations, back to back. f0rest goes in now, goes for the spray down with the UMP. He gets it onto JW. And in comes Friberg for the reinforcements. There's no HP though. 1 tag from either of these Deegs, and either of these players is dead. But Friberg will spray down olofmeister finally. But pronax in with the Deeg. It's just 1 more player, 1 more bullet, and pronax can win this round. f0rest playing it smart, going on the side. Oh, very lovely play from f0rest. Very, very lovely indeed. So that is going to be a round by NiP, but they lost to everybody, and the bomb went down. So why wouldn't Fnatic just force it now?
Yeah, they should force it again, since they got the bomb down, and they're going to force it. Of course. And I just want to point out that olofmeister got a kill with a Deeg from back of quad to connector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, I actually felt like the Deeg frag he had in mid was even more impressive, because he got like a few consecutively controlled shots on a guy that was moving and just like hit him in the torso both times. Very strong. Okay, but we do have the play coming in with the force spy straight into the B. A bomb side trades upon trades, and it's going to be Fnatic into a bomb plant situation again here. Again. So no matter what happens right now, they're going to buy next round. Full buy next round, no matter what happens here. NiP, they are playing the war of attrition, and pronax will take down Xizt. This is looking very laboured indeed. allu again in this horrible situation. He's going to go down despite getting a frag with a nade. And oh my god, that is just crazy how strong Fnatic's forces are. I've never, like, Envious have good force buys, but Fnatic's force buys I've seen recently are insane.
Yeah.
They are way better than Envious's.
Yeah, and
recently.
And the last one where they didn't even have a single Tech 9.
That's really cool to see that, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
It's interesting because it's actually kind of better to pick with the CZ than the Tech 9, because, yeah. But that's something we can talk about in a moment. We do have the full save from NiP now, and Fnatic looking to put a quick end to this match, because their economy is going to be amazing after this one. If they get it clean, we have olofmeister rocking the Neon Rider, Mach 10. And there's the first frag found by him, and JW as well, rocking the P90. And they found the stack actually, and olofmeister is probably thinking to himself, this is going to be juicy, juicy, juicy. The finest anti-eco frags from him. And we shall have 13-6, and the bank begins to build. We saw how dangerous it looked on the... They never had to eco, actually, on the CT side. They never ecoed, because their bank was so good straight away.
Oh, they did that one full eco, which they won with the USPs.
Yeah. that one full eco, which they won. Interesting. So pronax going for that quick spray down through the smoke. Of course, you can always get a bit of damage on the cross of the CTs. They have to cross the angle. And now Fnatic looking at a potential aggression here from NiP, and they're straight into the A-bomb site. So they're so fast here that they beat the aggressive timing in middle from NiP. They're all over the place right now on Fnatic. NiP never knew what hit them. olofmeister getting a spray down with the Mac 10 through the smoke. And this just tells you everything right now. Fnatic look like they're on another tier. They've created a new tier of skill.
I mean, you can just sit back in your chair and enjoy the show. We don't have to say anything.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I guess we have to say
that'd
something.
be kind of lazy, considering this is our job. So, well, we also have NiP just going for the force up here as well. And once again, it's just easy frags found by Fnatic. And they are just looking insane. I've never seen them look like this before. The last few matches we've seen from them.
Yeah, this is actually the best we've ever seen Fnatic the last 2 days.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat GSM 16-3, losing a pistol round, and they're about to beat NiP 16-6, losing both pistol rounds.
That's exactly what happened yesterday as well. Like, the only rounds were from the pistol and then they just win ecos. We win our first eco with the full USPs.
And it's hard to beat them strategically because, okay, we're gonna go for the trades. We have to trade 3 players for 1 player. It's kind of rough, you know.
The mathematics just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Against Fnatic.
So we need 15 players.
We need 15 players. Oh my god. Someone's sending reinforcements here. Okay, so Fnatic, they are on the match point right now. It's been very convincing so far, and NiP again on a force buy. Not really much they can do, to be honest. We'll see if they can scrap together something. What will Fnatic do in this round? They've got a very standard setup actually. They have olofmeister looking for the pick in A main. flusha finds the pick very quickly towards B storage. And so that's Fnatic with an early advantage already. Not just the gun advantage, but now the man advantage as well. We have Fnatic players jumping in all over the place. olofmeister will get the frag into A main. And, well, NiP now in a 3-on-3. They could actually potentially win this one. But the problem is that Kajbjer is on a scout. And Xizt only has a CZ and 15 HP. Oh, that's a really strong flick. That was one of the strongest players left for NiP as well on Get Right. And now it's just 2 left for NiP in this potentially what could be the final round of this best of 1 match. Now Xizt is in MDK. Ooh, gets the fast crag onto pronax, but uses every bullet there. Has to go for the reload. olofmeister has plenty of time to line up the shot, and now it's on Forest for the save. But here comes JW with the AWP. Forest goes for the jump, gets the kill. 1-on-1 now for Forest, as olofmeister will smoke him off. Oh, I think he's running through the smoke there. Oh, he knows. And, oh, very nice by Forest. I thought for sure Olof was going to get that straight away through the smoke, but Forest will pick it up. He's going to grab the AWP and sprint over for the defuse. He doesn't have a kit, though, but he has time, so it's okay.
There's a kit.
Oh, there's a kit right there as well. Very nice indeed. So NiP will stay alive, but they lost everybody there, and they forced up with all their money. So again, they're probably looking at a lot of FAMASs here. If they get the M4s, they won't have nades with them, really.
And the way if olofmeister played that 1v1 just tells you the story of this game.
Stupid, yeah, very true. Very, very true.
Yeah, he could just go back into A main and play it super safe. And play the time. Because Forest was a long way from the bomb. The bomb was ticking, and olofmeister was just, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, and with the smoke down, he has no idea where olofmeister can even be. He can be absolutely anywhere as well, yeah. But he just wants to go and just shoot him in the face. To add insult to injury, it's very, very telling indeed of the type of confidence that Fnatic have. Every player on this lineup is looking so strong at the moment. Even pronax has been lifted by what is a team where every single player feels like, oh I know that you're amazing, and that you're amazing, and that you're amazing. And so everyone has so much space to be amazing, because you always have so much skill to fall back on if your play does not work. Well, we have the picking attempts coming in from Fnatic. Open A main, no smoke down, so looking for those angels, but that's not going to happen. NiP are not peeking them just yet. And Fnatic decide to go back towards the boost now. Might see a bit of a delayed mid take, and JW picks up the kill into mid. So yeah, they can go for this B split now. They can even turn it into an A split. The options are open all over the place, but they do have the players in B storage. So we should see this going into B right now. Friberg in a very nice position. Will a flash come in from a teammate? This would be the perfect timing, and there's the first frag found by Forest. He's going to go for the jewels. Friberg gets it in from the back here. 2 quick kills from him as pronax gets the return. 2-on-2 right now as 20 seconds are left on the clock, and olofmeister plays the white box. He's going to get a free one onto allu, and that's once again going to leave it now to Xizt to save the day. He's not got a kit here, and pronax is crouching, trying to find the frag. There it is. pronax gets it, and 16-7. Fnatic win very convincingly against NiP. And I really feel like NiP could have done a lot better on their first half. They showed a lot of promise with the slower rounds, the execute rounds, the map control rounds.
Yeah, I completely agree. And even though we're just saying, oh, Fnatic's so good, they're actually playing, they're making a lot of mistakes team-wise and strategically, but they can get away with it.
Exactly, yeah.
Because they're playing so well individually. And as soon as you saw NiP doing a decent strategic round where they did the A execute with the smokes, they slowly pushed aside to use some Molotovs, they just won the round straight away. Yeah. So, I mean, Fnatic, by all means, they are not unbeatable. They're
absolutely,
just very, very good.
And like you say, in this position, it's a team just has to come along and punish them, basically, and force them to play correctly, and then we'll see like probably a little bit of a few losses here or there, weird losses, and then stuff will get a bit more normal again. But yeah, not a lot to say about that one. It was pretty crushing there from Fnatic. So very enjoyable to watch them play, just be able to do whatever they want. That's really fun to watch. But guys, we'll take a quick break. We have another match coming up. We've got 4 more matches coming up. 5 more matches coming up on FACEIT TV. Again, James is streaming on FACEIT TV too, so if you want to check out what's going on over there during the break, then you can absolutely do that. You can even get the multi-streams going as well. Get the multi-stream and follow the channel. We are soon to have our 600k milestone hits, I should think. So we shall see you after the break for more Counter-Strikes.